Hi, I'm Ann Stewart with OklahomaIndieNow.com, and we're here at the Deep Deuce in Bricktown, Oklahoma City with Oklahoma City's very own Allie Harter. So tell us a little about Dfest. I've never been, so like what is some cool stuff to expect?
I played 2 years in a row and I missed last year, and I heard last year was pretty crazy. I do know that from my first year to what I heard about last year and what I'm expecting this year, it's just been getting progressively bigger and bigger and crazier and crazier. So I think it's just going to be a pretty wild time. My favorite thing about it is there's a lot of like, you know, big mainstream bands that are playing and stuff, and there's a lot of industry people to talk to and a lot of panels for us musicians to go to and learn a lot of things. The best thing is that Dfest is obviously an Oklahoma festival and they push Oklahoma artists, and so for me it's like just a big hangout fest. Like I just go and listen to my friends'
like
bands.
definitely have your home fan base here, so that's got to be good compared to Europe.
It's funny though when you play festivals like in Oklahoma, I mean your fans are there and stuff, but we I think the musicians have such a camaraderie. You look out in the crowd and the majority of your crowd at Dfest is like the other bands, like your friends.
Oh really?
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
I also know that you played at Norman Music Festival, so you've done that and Dfest. How would you compare Dfest with that one?
This year playing Norman Music Festival was my first year, and I was in and out really, really fast because I was trying to do it in the middle of a tour. So I didn't get to experience Norman Music Festival as much as I would have liked to. But I think, I mean, they're pretty close. I mean, obviously it's a different town. There's a little bit of a different vibe. I feel like maybe it was like a little bit smaller, but it was, to me, it was more like mixing like South by Southwest and like maybe these like biker things that I've gone to before, like in parties in the mountains they call them. There's like biker festivals.
Okay.
Because there's just like people in the streets and there's a stage at this end and there's a stage at this end, and then you just, I mean, it was just packed. It was a lot more like South by Southwest, I think, for some reason, but like on a smaller scale. It was awesome though. I don't really know how to explain it. It was just crazy. I remember being like, there are so many people.
You have a new album coming out, so are you going to be playing a lot of that at this next festival, or are you going to hold back on that till it comes out, or what's the verdict?
Well, I'd been kind of trying to hold back on playing that stuff, like kind of save it or whatever, but the record's getting so close, and I think for me, like at this festival, I'm going to be going to a lot of panels and talking to a lot of people and really pushing this new record. So I will be playing a lot of the new stuff, as well as a lot of the old stuff that people recognize.
And your other one was like 2 years ago, so is it going to be a whole new Allie, or some more of the other stuff?
Yeah.
How does it compare?
I think like your first record is like always your baby, but it's always pretty. No matter who you are, it's always pretty amateur sounding, and I don't mean that in a bad way. It's just because you haven't quite figured yourself out yet. And I would say that this record that I'm getting ready to put out is more of what I wanted to do the first time around, but now I just have the know-how and the capabilities to kind of make it happen. So I think it's a lot more professional, a lot more produced, grown-up me. But I think it's pretty well the same. I mean,
yeah, well, it's exciting. There's been a bit of confusion about the release of this album, so can you set the record straight?
Yeah, it was supposed to come out on May 30th, and I had it posted up everywhere, and I kind of messed up with that. The reason that the record got pushed back is because the way I've always done my records, the first record I did, and the way I wanted to do this one, and the way I want to do every one of them. I'm a solo musician, so I have to kind of call in my friends to help me play on it. And there's a whole bunch of like Oklahoma musicians that I wanted to play on it and that wanted to play on it, so I had to wait for we all had to work around each other's schedules, and there's a lot of people that were on tour and stuff, and I had to wait for them to come home. And I really wanted certain people on this record, so I waited for them to come home. So we're almost finished. We've almost got everybody's parts back, and it should be coming out within the next few months.
Okay, great. And we can find that on myspace.com/Allie Harter?
Yes.
Okay. And is there any other ways to get more info about your music?
I think I used to do allieharter.com, but I stopped paying for it, and then somebody like bought it, and now it's just all this like random stuff, so don't go there.
Someone bought your website?
Yeah, they bought my name. They bought like allieharter.com, so I can never have it back. It just has all this like random crap on it now. But
interesting.
Yeah, so go to the MySpace, and then there's links to like Sonic Vids and Pure Volume and all those other. I don't Facebook, so don't try and find me on Facebook.
Okay. Dang it, I wanted to be your Facebook friend.
I don't know how that works. I just figured out what Twitter was, and I'm not actually even sure I do know what Twitter is.
It's a little confusing at first because it goes backwards. Like, it shows what you send, not what people send you. But yeah, I'm getting used to it.
I don't understand. People are like, do you tweet? And I'm like, what?
Yeah. All right, well, Allie, thanks so much for coming and talking about all your new stuff coming up. And I'm really excited to see you at Dfest because I've never been, so I'm really excited.
That's really fun. Yeah. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah. And one more thing just for you viewers is we have these Dfest cards with us, and we only have 2. So if you're one of the first people to come into Deep Deuce and say you saw this interview, you're going to get one of these cards. It's a $5 coupon for your Dfest ticket, also 15 songs from Dfest. And you also get $10 off your next Deep Deuce visit. So pretty cool deal. You want to get in and take advantage of that. And that's all we have for today. So thanks for visiting OklahomaIndieNow.com.